Hi everyone, I'm coming on to do my paper share. I received it in the mail this morning from Amanda, who is my Stampin' Up demonstrator. Now, this annual catalogue, there was 15 brand new designer paper series released, all new, and to buy them all, it would have cost a small fortune. So Amanda had organised a paper share, which meant that we got a quarter of every DSP pack, and they are cut down into 6x6s, which works great for me because with all my 12x12s I cut them down anyway. I keep one sheet as a 12x12 and the other sheet I cut into 4 6x6s because that's what I use most of, and this is how I stored them. I have plastic drawers that fit my 6x6 sitting up the way in 2 rows. They hold 12x12 lying flat, but this is how I store my 6x6, and it means I can just finger through, and I know with the tab whatever's in front of it is that paper stack. It just works, and it's not hard to do. It's just an A4 sheet of printer paper cut into strips, write the name in the top, and then just wrap it round. If I want to actually lift the pad out or the collection out to see what papers I have left, all I need to do is just find the tab and pull it. Okay, so it works, but I just want to show you what the collection included. So we have got Just Add Colour, which we had last annual catalogue, or was it? No, I'm a liar, it was part of Celebrations. They had 12x12 and it was called Inside the Lines. Beautiful paper. This is actually even better because it's carved. It's not paper, it's carved. So you've got a marine styled background, which if I'd known this morning I was getting this, I would have waited because I made a card this morning using that. But if I'd known that was coming, I would have put it on there instead. But anyway, so we've got the marine style, we've got the feathers, we've got leaves, we've got the teapots, teacups. This is more of an eclectic kitsch style. Then we've got the houses. Personally, I would cut these out and place them on. Then we've got another marine one, another feather, another leaf, another kettle, the kitsch one, and more of the houses. So they're quite good. And as I said, they are heavier cardstock. This one is a collection that when I saw it, I thought, not keen on it. But if I'm honest, I actually really like it now I've got it in my hand. The colours aren't as vibrant as what they appear in the catalogue. So this is natural eclectic, and it goes with the, what's the name of the collection? It was a sweet for that one. And it's the one that's on the front cover of the new catalogue. Where am I? Where am I? By, I think, oh, birthday celebrations. What's that? That's a whole lot of lovely. Christmas, we don't want to know about. There we go. It's the natural eclectic suite, and it goes with the Also Eclectic, that was the name of the stamp set. And they also have the dies, which are, what's it called? Eclectic Layers, Thinlits. So that's the suite that it's part of. So you've got that one there, which almost looks watercoloured. Then you've got the other side, which is just a watercolour wash kind of look. You've got this one here, which is like gemstones in your blues and green tones. That looks like peridot. Your jade, sapphire, aquamarine, really pretty. The other side is another watercolour wash, goes through the dark blue to the baby blue. We've then got this one here, which is the Newberry Burst with the lemon lime twist, and again it's the watercolour look. Other side is just strips, but again it's the watercoloured effect, really soft. Then we've got the floral one, and on the back of that is like a raindrop effect, like a splodge. Then we have got this one, which is again watercoloured effect blobs, and on the back you've got tiny little cross hatches. That'll focus maybe. No, it's not going to focus, but it's tiny little crosses on it. That's what the white is on a pale blue background. Then we've got this one here, which is just your almost like a brush stroke, and on the back it's your green coloured watercolour wash. So that's the Natural Eclectics collection. Then we have got your birthday memories. Now this one is almost a scene. This will be like the top half of your paper. The balloons are basically at the top, and then you've got the animals all running over the hills. And then the other side is your stripes. I believe that the dies for this set cut out these animals in full size, but I haven't bought that set yet, so I haven't got a clue. This is another one, it's quite cute, and then on the back it's just your birthday idea with your party hats, flowers, and it almost looks like a fern flourish. Then we have got your poodle with a red ribbon, and again I believe there's a die that cuts this out. On the back you've just got your pattern paper. Then we've got this little one with some birthday cupcakes, and on the back it's your birthday cakes, your balloons, your parcels, your party hats. Then we've got your birthday cakes, and these would be easy enough to cut out by hand. I would probably cut across where the candles are and then just add a strip over it for my candle so it was dimensional, and that way I wouldn't need to worry about it. But it's totally up to you, they're not that difficult. Then on the back it's kind of like it looks like craft card, and it's got the little baker on it. Then this one is just your birthday pattern design, which would be used for anything. Again, I'm not sure if there's a punch that will fit this. I'm not sure if the balloon punch, the dual one, I'm not sure if one of them fit on this. But again, and then on the back it's got almost like a spectrum rainbow polka dots. So that's birthday memories, that one. Oops. This one is Eastern Palace. I have already got this. I bought it in the Premier bundle. So you get your gold foil, you get your Dapper Denim in gold foil, then you've got your Dapper Denim polka dots on Tranquil Tide. Those are single-sided because they're speciality papers, I meant to say that. Then you've got this on the opposite side, which emulates the stamps and also the dies. Then you've got this one, which is in the Tranquil Tide and the larger motif. Then you've got the Dapper Denim with the Whisper White. And on the back you have got Lemon and Lime Twist with Dapper Denim. Then you've got it reminds me of peacock feathers, this one. And then the bright Lemon and Lime Twist with the little cross hatches again. If this will focus. Come on. No, not gonna. Not playing ball today. Then we've got this one. Again, there is a stamp that makes this pattern. And then on the other side, it's the Fresh Fig coloured. So that's the Eastern Palace bundle. Then we've got Pick a Pattern, and this one I wasn't bothering with. I would probably use it maybe for birthdays for little kids or whatever, but I don't think I would use it any other time. So you've got the dinosaurs and the mammoth and the palm tree, and then on the back you've got like the polka dot idea. This one is like meant to be, I think, camping or forest. You've got the bear, the cottage, the mouse, hedgehog, raccoon, moose, fox, your campfire, caravan, tent. So that, I think that's meant to be like your forest or woodland. And then you've got wee bugs and things on it. On the back it's just green patterned. Then we have got this one, which is like your mushrooms, and then plain on the back. This one is your stationery, your scissors, palette, easel. On the back it's black and white pattern. Oops, that camera didn't like that. Trying to focus, but it's not. No, it's not going to focus on it, but that's the other side of it. This one is your camera, your negative strip, and your Polaroid. Then on the back you have got your striped. This one is your floral design, and then on the back you've got a black and white pattern, which is a bit busy for me. As I said, this is one of the papers I won't buy. I know that. So this is more than enough for me to know that I won't use it that much. Unless I have got a child's birthday, I would maybe use the dinosaurs, or like the photographs camera one, I would maybe cut them out and use in my planner or something, but I don't think I would use it for anything else. Next up is Fresh Florals, which is the new In Colours DSP. So you have got this pattern here, and it's got like a watercolour effect, so you don't think it's lighter or sun damage or anything on it. and then the same on the other side, and you can see it's tone on tone. If I bring that up, you can see it is lighter and darker in some areas, and that's the same on the other side. It almost looks distressed. So that's one of the papers. Then you've got this one here, and this is Berry Burst, this colour, and then on the other side it's this, and again you can see there's a graduation in the colour, and as I said, it just looks like sun damage. That's what it reminds me of. So the papers are identical in the same 4 patterns. So you've got the Fresh Fig in the same pattern, which is really pretty. Then we've got the Powder Pink, which I'm not a pink person, but I actually really like this colour because it's quite muted. It's not a pink, it almost has got a corally effect when you're using it. So that's one side and that's the other. Really soft and delicate. The Lemon and Lime Twist, when I've been seeing it online, I was like, not liking it. But actually in your hand, it is actually quite a nice colour, and it's not as vibrant as what it appears on camera. This is vibrant right enough. The bolder side is vibrant. You can see here, more importantly, what I was talking about with the variation. You can see here it's much more fade effect, and that's what I mean by it being like sun damaged. And then on the other side we've got these, and as I said, these are actually quite delicate looking, they're not as bold. Then we have got the Tranquil Tide. And again, because it's a darker paper, you can see the colour variation. And then on the other side we've got those. So that's the Fresh Florals, and that is a big pad. I think that's the £20 pad, because I think you get 40 something sheets in it. Right, I'll just tell you, because I did have a look at it before I came on. You get 40 sheets for £20. So it is a good deal, and it will last you the whole year, unless you're doing lots and lots of the same style. This is a Foil Frenzy. Again, I wasn't overly excited about it until I've got it in my hand. Now I'm like, oh, I've got an idea. Oh, so you get 4 different colours in 3 different patterns. So these are like the arrow idea, and you get it in the pink, you get it in the orange, you get it in the lime green. There we go, lime green, and then you get it in the soft blue. Now these are probably Berry Burst, Tangerine Tango maybe, your Lemon Lime Twist, and I would think that's either Soft Sky or Pool Party, but I could be wrong. Then we have got these ones here, which are the striped in the same colours. So you've got the lime green, you've got the orange, the vibrant pink, and the soft blue, and then the exact same in the polka dots. Okay, so they're really pretty, and they're on craft card. Okay, so that's Foil Frenzy. And as I said, when I first saw them, I thought, nah, not for me. But having them in hand, I actually think I will use them quite a bit. This pad I have already bought, and it's a whole lot of lovely, and it's actually quite a pretty pad. But looking at it in the catalogue, quite a few folk would maybe think, no, I'll not use it. But when you actually see it in hand, it's very pretty. So you'll get this one, which is your I think this is probably your powder pink. And you've got that, which is just spots, and then on the other side you've got small flowers. Put that over there with that. Then you've got this floral design, which I think is very country styled. Then you've got your stripes on the back. So that's two that I would absolutely use. This one, probably not use if I'm honest, unless I was cutting out the image. And on the back, I wouldn't use that. Definitely not me. This one I absolutely love. I really like the black background. The colours just pop off the page. And the other side is actually very usable as well. So I really like that page. Then we have got this one, which is your black background again, with your florals, again really pretty. And on the back is your black and white spots. And then we have got this one here, which is your powder pink again with a floral pattern. And then on the other side it's your, I think that would be Old Olive, with your leaf effect. So to be honest, there is quite a lot of usable papers in it, which is why I bought it. Because it's only really one sheet I wouldn't use. And if I was cutting out, I would use it. So this one again I have bought because as soon as I saw it I loved it. So it's Delightful Daisy, and you get the watercolour wash with the daisy print on the front, and then your green leaf effect background. You've got this soft floral pattern on this side, and then a watercolour wash with your dots and dashes on it. Then we've got the bold watercolour daisy effect. So that's like your daisy there, and then it's watercoloured, so it's quite muted. And on the back you've got your watercoloured flower leaf effect, and this reminds me of Blooms and Wishes paper collection from last year's, which I really liked. Then we have got this one, again very similar to this one here, only it seems larger flowers, and the daisies are more prominent. And then on the back you have got a really small floral with some dots. And then you've got the bold daisies, and on the back it's a watercolour wash with your pinstripes. Then you have got your almost the eclectic feel to it. It's quite decorative. And then on the back you have got the watercolour wash with your white spots on it. So that's the Delightful Daisies bundle. Colour Theory you will probably have saw everywhere, and it's almost like your paint effect. So you've got this one which has got the crackle, and then you've got the paint effect on the paint sample on the background. You've got this one which is very faint paint crackle, and then you've got the paint chips without the white lines. Then you have got the bolder crackle with more colour, and then just an ombre effect, and you get the same for all the colours. But I'm just flipping through them quickly because you can see that they're all the same almost. And I haven't bought this one yet because I wasn't sure if I would use much of it. But looking at it now, I can see a few ideas. I think I probably will purchase it, because there is a few bits in it I want. This is the wood textures, and I have already bought this. It's perfect for masculine cards. So you've got the dark wood, that's almost like a teak effect. You've got the lighter wood, almost your scratched distressed wood. Again, distressed looking. You've got your whitewash. So there's just loads of different samples of wood. And then you've got that. So, as I said, I really like it for the masculine cards. They're great for backgrounds. Then we have got this one, and it's Be Merry, which is your Christmas one. So you've got the mittens. On the back, it's your real red with your wee, and it might be cherry cobbler actually, with your wee stars on it. Just move that over. Just fan it out a bit so it's easier to flip through. Then you've got the stripes with your star, your ornament, your bell. You've got the houndstooth and tiny wee reindeer. There we go, with your polka dots. Again, you've got the small stars in the green, and again it almost looks like snow on green. We've got the ornament again on the white background this time, with almost like a Christmas tree design pattern. Then we have got various Christmas trees, and on the back it's just your red with white. So I'm not overly excited with that. It'll do for Christmas cards, but it's not something that I'm jumping up and down with. Petal Garden I have already purchased, and it's really pretty. So we'll just flip through that. Love this one. Another cute one. This one I think is quite versatile because it's quite muted. And then you've got a green on the back. That one. Another green. And I think that's Calypso Coral on that one. Love that. So as I said, I really like that as well. And I have purchased that. So that was Petal Garden. This one is Bundle of Love, and it's a speciality pack. One side is foiled and the other side is just print. So you've got the gold and white on one side, then you've got the vanilla and pink on the other, and then you've got, that's two of that, then you've got, whoops, why have I got four of them? Don't know. Then you've got the blue and the gold, pink and gold. So it's all pink and gold or blue and gold. Oh, that's more of the same one that I just showed you. That's the blue. Really pretty. I'm actually thinking like wedding invites for these. So pretty. I've got place cards to do for a wedding, so I'm thinking of doing some samples with this because I think they'd be stunning. and our colours are actually pink and sky blue, so it will match. Now this is a set I wasn't overly excited with. I like colours, but I thought wouldn't use it. But now I've got it in hand, I think I probably will. So it's coffee break. You've got the coffee beans, and then you've got the kettles and pots on the other side with your wee cup. Then you've got the wood effect with the dark. It's basically the same pattern, only just smaller and on the darker colour. Then you've got the green with the white heart. Just steady that. And then it's just your wood effect spots on it. Love that one. Then you've got this one, which I think is the cocoa bean grown in the tree, and then just a plain blue on the other side. Then you've got like your coffee ring stains and the green and white on the other side. So that has been the paper share for the annual catalogue for 2017-2018 from Stampin' Up. If you are looking for a demonstrator, I will leave the link to my demonstrator in the description bar. She does paper shares at the beginning of each catalogue, so the next paper share will be October when the Occasions catalogue comes out, and you get a quarter of the paper stack. As I said, I have got a wide range there of samples to work with to see if I actually want the full stack, and it gives you a wee bit of everything, which is perfect. So I will leave you there and I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now.